Off all the streams, right? $17. Damn. Ah, yeah, that was that one with Dre. That's 17 hours. Damn. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, 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 everybody. So I'll introduce who I am, why I'm sitting up in front of you. Um, my name is Ali. I'm one of the printers inside the software. I've been in credit repair for 15 years. And let's be real, I'm probably the chillest guy you'll ever deal with. I know this software. I know it like the back of my hand. I do a lot of things inside the software. Not only am I a trainer, I have my own version of it. I train you guys on the software. I train you on what needs to be done. I train you how to grow your stuff. And it's amazing what can come out of this software if done correctly. I am legit on how I explain things to you guys. And what I mean by that is every time that I explain something to you guys, I actually break it down in such a way where you guys know exactly what you're going to get, why you're going to get it, and the reason why you should do that. I do not work for the software company. So I want everybody to understand that. I am not paid by the software company, nor do I work for the software company. I get paid when you guys print with me. So understand, my goal is to sell you on printing. If I don't sell you on printing, I didn't do my job. I don't get paid to just show up. So when I talk to you guys, I'm never going to tell you what is good for the printing, for the software company. I'm going to tell you what's good for the printing company, but not the software company. I'm going to tell you what's good for you. I will break everything down in that sentiment, and I will make sure that you guys are always being the ones that get taken care of. Because let's be real. A lot of you go through life in this sentiment with people that are trying to take everything out of you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to actually help you guys out. I don't say that to say that. I've been doing this for 3 years, so I must be doing something right. And I've helped a lot of people along the way. When I was in credit repair, I had 175 clients. Out of 175 clients, I have a 100% success rate of helping my clients achieve their goals. And what do I mean by that? If you want to buy a house, buy a car, get a better job, I've had the ability to help them do that because I make sure that whatever I do and however I do it, I want to make sure that they get to that goal. So I will go above and beyond to make sure that whatever I do, that they achieve that goal and get to where they need to be. I will not gatekeep any information from you. I will not talk to you about any information besides what needs to be done. And that's it. Cool beans about this class is live recorded right now. So it's what I mean by live recorded. It's live on YouTube. So if you have to leave class and you would like to stay watching the software, stay watching that, do me a favor. There's a gentleman inside. His name is Ray Anderson. Message Ray for the link to the YouTube channel. He'll give you the link to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And when we go live, you'll get the dings. I go live every night I'm in class. So if I'm live, usually I'm in class. And that's how you'll know when to join, and you'll know exactly where to find the links. But you can watch that if you need to step out or do something, you're going in the car. I think that's it. I think I summed up everything. The only thing that I ask for you guys right now, just please, is when you guys we're in a certain place because the room is getting full. When we're in a certain place, if I stop over here and I ask a question, just focus on what I'm asking a question on for that specific spot. Don't jump ahead. You can always go back. Back is fine, but don't jump ahead. Reason being is we're going to get through everything inside the software. I'm going to go through each and every piece of the software. I'm going to tell you what's good, what's bad, what needs to be done, what needs to be upgraded, all that stuff. So that we can get going. But I will let you guys know what's there, but just don't jump ahead. All right? Don't be quiet now. Perfect. Thank you. And that's the key. It is 30 seconds until go time. Does anybody have any questions? What's up, Eddie? huh. The attack type. It's just the attack. It's the attack type. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll get in over there. All right. That's just the attack type. Each attack type has a different amount of attacks. Okay. It's just a different AI. All right. Let's get rocking. All right. So let's get started. Go. Yes, you can get that started if you want to get your dispute out tonight. Absolutely. I was gonna get to the credit report section. So while I'm no. While I'm doing that, if you already know where to go, make sure you go to the one in the software because they have a specialty credit report. Make sure you go to the one inside of your software where I'm at on the screen. If you can see my screen, make sure you go to that one. That's the one you want to get the information from because they unlock a specialty report. Make sense? So do that, get that unlocked, and then when we get to that point, you'll be ready to rock and roll. Let me see. Nobody can see my screen, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let's get rocking. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Throw one in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay. And cool. Anybody who can put their camera on, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you, Eddie, for having your camera on. I appreciate you. Anybody that can do that, that is fantastic. I love to see when people are there. Thank you, Kenny. That's appreciated. Sims, I appreciate it. There you go. Miss Sims, see? I could say that. That's so much nice. Thank you, Miss Sims, for putting on your camera. Beautiful. All right, let's get rolling. So guys, in the software, it doesn't matter what software you have, no matter what your software you're utilizing. The softwares will look like this. Each software is a different color, but it's all the same concept. They utilize different colors, different attack names, but it's all when you look at it, everything, every button that you click, every name is exactly the same. So when I do that, I like to explain this first part over here is the most important piece of the software. Why is this the most important piece of the software? Because this is your name, this is your username and email address, and this is your general attack. Now, I'm going to ask you guys what you would like for me to call it. So, a general attack is the currency that you pay the AI to generate your letter. You can use credit, you can use GA, you can use token, or you can use general attack. You give me what you want to call it, put it in the chat, whatever you want to call it. If you want to say it out loud, I don't care. I just want to know what you use. I utilize token. I love token the best because I think that token is just the easy thing to explain for, especially for people that are in my age group. We went to arcades and we definitely know what a token is because of the arcades. So that's something that I use. If you want credit, just type credit in the chat. If you want GA, put GA. But that's what we're going to be utilizing as the nomenclature as we keep going forward, so that everybody understands. So when I say credit or I say token, we're talking about a general attack. And a general attack is the credit to pay the system to do the attack for you. We good? I think I lost everybody. I think I lost. Kenny's laughing at least, but I think I lost everybody. No message. No. Okay, you do you. Oh, yeah. But you can at least talk. You unmuted. Let's say, yeah, use this. Okay. So, guys, I'll use credit. I'll use token. I'll go with what I said, token. So one token will generate an unlimited amount of letters, unlimited amount of pages, for an unlimited amount of negative items on a credit report. Yours, a client's, it doesn't matter. Okay? Each file is different. Thank you, Miss Sims. I appreciate you too. Miss Sims, are you a person that likes to take a bunch of notes, or you like listening in? 'Cause I promise you, I'm gonna give you the recording to the end of class, so you don't have to take notes. I want you to understand what I'm saying, and we can go back. I can give you the recording. You can watch the recording at any time. What's easier for you? Perfect. I got you. Yes, you're going to get a recording. I'm going to give you every recording that I did inside of the software. Every single recording that I've done since I started this in no September, you're going to get access to when at the end of class. So you'll get every recording. So that's why I say I want everybody to focus in, and that's why I want to. Some people like I have to take my notes. I'm okay with that. Take your notes, but if you could just focus. It's automatically being recorded right now. It's actually recorded. It's live on YouTube right at the. I know you came late. It's live on YouTube right now. As soon as we're done, I give you the link and you can go watch it. If you need it because you need to leave earlier, look for Ray. Ray will give you the link to the YouTube channel. Okay? No problem. No problem. So let me explain the GA. The GA is the most important part of the software because the GA or the credit is how the software goes through the system and you pay it to generate those letters. So I want everybody to understand every credit file is different. My file and your file are not the same. Ms. Sims' file and Mr. Fulgero's file are not the same. They're just not the same. So we can't expect the system to generate the same letter for everybody. So that's why it's unlimited, unlimited, unlimited. So let's break it down with numbers. If I got 100 negative items, the software could generate up to 300 pages. It actually could generate more, up to 300 letters, can actually generate more, and could generate 3,000 pages. That's a box of paper, ladies and gentlemen, could generate to send a dispute out. That's one round, 1 month. Okay? Now, on the flip side, say somebody got 10, they got 10 negatives, right? They could generate 30 letters and 300 pages. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? That's the key. I want everybody to understand that every file is different. Now, if the math was there, probably, let me see, I probably could do it. If somebody had 50 negatives, the software could generate 150 letters and something like 2,000 pages. Just to give you that thing. Now, am I giving you guys square numbers? I'm giving you guys easy numbers to understand. The reason I'm giving you guys numbers to understand is it just puts in your head of what the software is capable of doing. Okay? If the software is capable of doing it, it'll go there. Does everybody understand that? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand it. If you're lost, put a 2 in the chat. Or for my people that are off mute, tell me where you got lost so I can explain it better to you. Mr. Malcolm Johnson, welcome to class. And Malcolm's like, I'm gonna leave. Okay. Miss Sims, come. You're off mute. Talk to me. Where did you get lost, Miss Sims? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. The general attack is you. That's what they call the currency to pay the software to generate the letter. A negative item is always going to be a negative item. You can have 1,000 negative items on your credit report and the other person can have 10. But you still have to pay the software to generate that letter. Make sense? Doesn't matter what you have, how many negative items you have. So I'm gonna use me and my wife. I have 100 inquiries. I have 10 collection charge-offs. I have 5 late payments, and let's throw in a bankruptcy, right? Just to give you an idea. That's a lot of stuff, right? While my wife has two late payments. Two completely different files. The general attack is going to generate letters for both. That's why we call it the currency. It doesn't matter. It's going to take one token for this one and one token for this one, or one credit for this one and one credit for this one. It doesn't matter how many negative items here, and doesn't matter how many negative items are here. It still only costs one token. That's what people, I want to make sure that we understand that. It doesn't matter what's here, the file, however you package it. Perfect example. I don't know if you can see my camera. These are the two different files, right? I want to use something smaller. This is great. Here we go. I got a paper clip in one hand. I got a bottle of water in the other, right? They still utilize the same token. It does not matter how big the file is. It does not matter what it is. It's the same token. It's one token per client. That's all it is. And that's one token per client per month. So if you have two people, it's you and another person that you're working with, you're going to have to buy a minimum of the smallest package is going to be the bronze package, which gives you 4 tokens. Make sense? Did I clear that up better, or are you still confused? And if you're still confused, girl, tell me you're still confused. I don't care. I will stay here until you get it. Perfect. I want everybody to understand this is, I hate the word safe space, but this is a safe space. The whole point of you coming to this class is to actually learn and actually get what you need to have a better understanding of the software. And that's the key. I want to make sure that everybody has a better understanding of the software and actually does that. Okay. So now, if you guys scroll down on your software, whoever software you're using, it'll say, got questions, join our free community. Just click that. It's going to take you to the Facebook page. You've got almost 20,000 members inside of this community that are doing the same thing, fixing their credit at one point in time. This is almost 3 years old. At one point in time, they're fixing their software. They're fixing credit. They're doing whatever. There's almost 20,000 members inside of here. And then we have another one. Thank you, Ray. You beat me to it. There's another group that we have. This one's called the Metro 2 AI community. This is on school. So whichever one you prefer, that one's in the chat. You guys can go in the chat and grab that one from there. Okay. And that'll do work with you guys. Okay. Now, both are done. Now, having software technical issues, hit submit the form over here. When you submit the form, click add ticket, and now you can ask whatever you want. And that's how you submit a ticket if there's an issue with the software. Classes are Monday and Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. Tuesday and Thursday are 6 p.m. EST. Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. They're taught by 2 different teachers. I teach Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Wednesdays 8 p.m. Mr. Bora teaches Monday and Thursday and Saturday. All right, guys? Perfect. All right, let's move on. Okay. We did that. We went over here. Okay, let's get started section, guys. A couple older videos inside. I'm going to give you the YouTube channel. Just join the YouTube channel. It's got all this stuff is already updated with all the new stuff, all the new pulls and everything. You guys can watch that on YouTube. Pricing. Kenny, this is where you and I were talking when I told you to stop. So here's where I'm going to break this down for everybody. I'll be honest with you guys. I wish they would get rid of this individual plan. It's not that it's just I wish that individual plan would just come off the bronze package. Some people are buying this iron package. It says one person. It's not really for one person. It is one generation. So what that means is if you did the document wrong or incorrectly, that one generation now costs you another $40. And we've seen, because I'm the printing company, we've seen through this that people require 2 extra generations plus the initial one. That's 3 in total. It's going to cost you $177. So, Kenny, do you want to pay $177 or you want to pay $147? Bingo. That's the whole point of it. What you do is you pay $147 for 2 months. You're going to stack up your GAs, especially if you don't make no errors. You stack up your GAs, you cancel the bronze package, and go to the iron package as you have. This works for people that are doing this solo. Now, if you're helping other people, I do not suggest that. I suggest you stay in whatever package that you have until either the person leaves or you fix their credit. So, Miss Sims, you said you'd handling you and somebody else. I would at minimum be in the bronze package. If you want to go to the silver package for a couple of months and then downgrade to the bronze or the iron, I would suggest that while you're still getting your feet wet or whatever you're doing. So it's up to you on however you want to do it, but I would suggest at minimum the bronze. For everybody here, like I said, yes, Miss Sims, I can't hear you. I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, Miss Sims. You're going to go through all that filing first. Utilize all your GAs, all your credits, tokens, whatever you want to call it. If you make any errors, do not purchase another GA. Upgrade your package for this person. This is good for bronze is good for 1 to 2 people. 2 to 4, 2 to 4 is that silver package. I will go to that silver package for at least 2 months till you get a hang of it. Okay? So if you don't make any mistakes, stay in the bronze. Stay in the bronze if you don't make any mistakes. If you do make a mistake, as soon as you make that first mistake, don't keep going. Get yourself right, and we'll go from there. Okay? Yes. All right. Yeah, now go to the iron package. All you need is the subscription. That's the whole point. So you got 48 attacks, right? You don't need, if you're only doing 3 people and you're already inside of it, all you need to do is go back down to the iron package, keep the $100 package because you got 48 attacks. When you run out of that 48 attacks, Eddie, that's when you go back to the package that equals the amount of people you have in your software. Okay? That's why, you remember what I said? I'm not here for the company. I'm here for you. I want everybody to understand that. I am not here for the company. I'm here for you. I do not work for them. I own a printing company. My job is, after we're done here, I want everybody to print with me. Okay? That's the case. So, that's the key. I will always make sure that I save you money. When it comes down to Kenny, you 2 rounds, go down to the iron. And how do you do it? I have to go into my version of the software because I pay every single month for it. And what I'm telling everybody here, Eddie, you already heard this. Check this out. I don't tell people what I don't do myself. Watch this. I pay $147 every single month. And if you want to cancel your subscription, you cancel your subscription. And then you buy whatever new subscription you want to go to. So you would cancel, and then you would move down to the iron package. But make sure you cancel and buy that day. Do not cancel it and buy a month or whatever. Just buy that day, because you're not going to have access to the software, to the attack area, if you cancel and don't have a subscription. Make sense to everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense to everybody. I want to make sure everybody's awake. Okay. Now, so for everybody that's here, you guys bought your packages. You're good to rock and roll. You're going to get that credit report. Kenny, you and I already went over this, but over here, just come over here, My Free Score now. Get that one from My Free Score now, right in the thing, and you're done. See? So come over here, get credit report, My Free Score now, and you're completed. Make sense, ladies and gents? All right. All right. Here's the most important part. Now, Miss Sims, if you want to take notes, this is the spot I'll take notes on. When we go to manage all users, you can click manage profile, and this is where we're going to start managing the profile. It's where we're going to create the perfect profile. And this is how we create the perfect profile. We go to add profile, and we start filling in the data. So I'm going to tell you how to fill in the data. I'm going to show you how to fill in the data and how to do it properly. So watch this. John, Joe, Smith, Jr. Do you need a middle name? Yes. Do you need your last name? Yes. Do you need your suffix? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you, and tell me if I'm wrong, go to whatever company, you fill out your documentation, whatever credit card company, whatever it is, you never put that data. Put a me in the chat if you filled out all your data when you've done that before. Now I've been putting my foot in my mouth twice. There's only 2 people in I think I'm almost a year doing this. 5 months and 5 more months and it'll be a year. So in the 8 months that I've been doing this, 6 months, 7 months, however many months it is, I've only had 2 people tell me yes. How many people fill the full credit report out every time they put their middle name and everything inside? Put a me in the chat. Eddie, you just effing around. Oh, okay. All right, fine. I see. There you go. All right. Your date of birth is going to come off the driver's license or driver's license, passport. Ladies and gentlemen, when we're filling these first 3 boxes out, we're going to utilize the passport. If you don't have a passport, then you utilize a driver's license. The reason why I'm going to drop a gem for everybody here is passport does not have an address on it. It just has your date of birth, your name, and last name, middle name, and suffix on it. So you want to make sure you're utilizing something that doesn't give the Bureau any extra data on you. Make sense? And it's a government ID, so they really can't say anything about it. So now we're going to go to the next piece over here. Social Security is going to be a W-2. Not a Social Security card or your W-2. Or first page of your tax statement. Then you're going to have your phone number. Yeah, sure. What's it? Is it right here? Go for it. I never heard of that. That's the first time. Go down to the bottom over here and see if it says a subscription is here. Yeah, see if you see a subscription. If you scroll down to the bottom in the subscription page and you see that subscription and gives you subscription ID, then you know it went through. Okay. The last one is going to be what happened, Kenny? Okay. It might not, what I would do is completely refresh the page and then try again. So Control-Shift-R, if you're on a computer, Control-Shift-R would do a hard reset of the page. Okay? All right. Ready? Street number and name. This is going to come off of your bank statement, ladies and gentlemen, not anything else. The Bureau says it's hard for people to copy or defraud a bank statement. Now, they also know it's a human being because how many people are going to send a normal person that they're not working with a bank statement? Now, Ali, I don't have a bank statement. Guess what? I got something for you tonight. Ray, drop the link in the chat. Both of them. I just gave you guys 2 links. I believe in affiliate links. 2 links. One's for SoFi Bank. The other one's for Chime. Go put $10 in the account. You don't have anything to do with that bank. You put $10 in that account. You don't care if somebody gets your banking information, because guess what? They can't do anything with it. There's only $10 in there, and there's nothing else that they can do with it. Send that account out. Always make sure the account is positive. Always make sure all that stuff is good, and always double check it. So that's the best way to do it, right? So now when I fill this out from the bank statement, it's 8 Northwest 12th Street. I need a TH, 12th Street. Apartment 14C. And then I put it in the chat. It's in the chat. Northeast Tower. What banking? No. I'm saying so a lot of people, when they want to provide documents to you, right, Eddie? You asking them for like a bill or something, right? No. Your proof of address needs to be a bank statement. That's what they want for the proof of address. They want a bank statement because the bank statement's harder to defraud. Well, I don't want to give you my bank account. Great. I don't want you to give me my bank account. Go open up one of these accounts. They have referral links. Make sense? Go take that referral link, send it to your client and say, put $10 in this account. Okay? And leave it open with $10. Now what happens? They're not going to deny you because that's the bank account that I want. Take the statement from there. Give me that bank account. Now we go from there. Make sense? So now there is no, oh, I don't want to give you my bank. I'm not asking you for the bank account you pay all your bills out of. You're going to take $10 and you're going to put this in there. Absolutely. That's what you want. What was that you mentioned about the passport? Passport does not have an address. We'll get to it. I'll show you guys what it looks like on a passport. Passport does not have an address on it. So we use the address, we use a passport for ID verification because it has your first name, last name, middle name, suffix, date of birth. That's all I need. These 3 boxes over here is what I have. That's all I need. And why would I want to use anything else besides what is needed in those boxes? I don't want the Bureau to verify a previous address because a lot of people don't update their driver's license if they live in the same state, if they keep bouncing from place to place. FYI, I'm one of them. My driver's license is not updated to where I currently live because my driver's license is only for me to give to the cop when I get pulled over. If I don't get pulled over, that's not my ID. I carry my passport around. Here's my ID. So when they look at it, they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's what you need. That's my passport. My passport's my ID. That's my actual ID. When I walk around, I give people my passport. That's the same thing, that same mentality that we should be using. The Bureau does not need your driver's license. You just gave them free data. You gave them their driver's ID, you gave them their previous address, you gave them your date of birth, you gave them all that other stuff. Now, they already have that stuff. I'm not saying that they don't have it. But you don't want to verify it. You just gave them data to verify. I'm not giving you that. Here's my passport. You want my passport number? That's great. You can't do shit with it. So now they don't get extra data on you. Our job is to limit the data that we provide the Bureau. If we limit the data, we limit the data correctly. I'm only going to provide this, and this. That's it. You want this? This is what I'm giving you. You want a bank statement with no redactions? Great. Here's your bank statement with $10 positive balance. Great. Move on. You want my Social Security number? Here's my Social Security card. Have a nice day. You want my ID? Here's my passport. Have a nice day. You're done. Make sense, ladies and gents? That's the key. Now we're going to fill out the address full. We're going to go to the city. We're going to fill out what is on the proof of address, which is the bank statement. Okay? Why do I do that? Look, I'm from New York, right? Manhattan, which is New York City. Everybody sees it in the movies. New York City is called New York City. It's New York, New York. When you get it on a list, it says New York, New York, right? That means you're in the city. But if the bank statement doesn't write New York, New York, and it writes the actual borough name, it actually writes the borough name and it says Manhattan, you got to put Manhattan. If it says Brooklyn, Miss Sims, I see you. If it says Brooklyn, you got to write Brooklyn. If it says Bronx, you got to write the Bronx. If it says Queens, you got to write Queens. And you got to fill out everything thoroughly. I got to fill out my ID. I got to fill out my zip code. I have to fill out everything thoroughly. Is everybody understand how to fill out this section over here? This is imperative that this gets filled out correctly. It's imperative that it gets filled out correctly. If you don't fill this out correctly, you will waste GAs. And I've corrected so many people on this because they've wasted so many GAs. Everybody understand? Put a 1 in the chat if we understand. If we don't understand, put a 2 in the chat. Thank you, guys. I said I got 2 people? Okay. We'll keep trucking along. Now, once I'm done, I do not fill out any of this other data. This is a very widely used software amongst many credit repair agencies and people. Okay? So you don't know if your information is inside the software. So instead of filling this out 500 times, fill this out once, come down to the bottom and hit save. Once you come down to the bottom and hit save, it will take you back to this screen. And now you will have a client. You click that client, you will click the name, and then you can go through everything else that needs to be done. So I double check all my data, make sure all my data is correct, and now I'll move to the next part. The next part is the credit monitoring site. I'm going to skip over that for 1 second now. I want to make sure you guys understand how to set this file up, and we'll go from there. Here we go. I got the driver's license, I got the social security, and I got the bank statement. But here's the proof of, here's the passport card. Now, somebody said it's confusing when I put the driver's license up there for people that don't understand, so I'm going to show you. That's what it should look like. This is the perfect file. This is the perfect file. Your passport card or passport, either or, your social security, and your bank statement. This is perfect. That is perfect on how to do that. You see? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to explain something to you guys very, 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 very straightforward, very simply. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to see fingernails. I don't want to see fingers. I don't want to see hands. I don't want to see palms. I don't want to see jeans. I don't want to see countertops. I don't want to see dashboards. I don't want to see what comforter you have on the bed this month. I want everybody to understand this is what it should look like. What's up on this screen. Take a screenshot of this because this will not get flagged by the Bureau. Yeah, this will not get flagged by the Bureau. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see people answering. Put a 1 in the chat. Eddie, next time you bring chips to class and you don't share, bro, me and you going to have issues. I don't care. I don't care that you eating in class, bro. Just share. All right. Yeah. I'm hungry too, bro. Now, once that's completed, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Ready? When I go to my free score now and I sign up, I get this login page. I'm going to log in. Once I log in, it's going to bring me to this screen. This is what everybody's going to see. When you see this screen, you see this little golden person at the top? We're going to click this little golden person. And when we click this little golden person, I'm going to say my profile. Now watch this. This credit monitoring site is how we actually pull the credit report into the system. So what I'm going to do is, there's a specialty with this little thing. Ray, I'm going to send you that this client's account. Yep, I'm going to send you the token, okay? So I cannot delete this client's information, and just so you guys can understand that, because they're utilizing it to fix their own credit. They were nice enough to give it to me so I can utilize it in class. So you see where it says regenerate client token in my free score now? Does everybody see? I'm going to do it again. Here you go. Watch. Let's go to the home page. Right? Everybody see the home screen of my free score now. My people that have the cameras on, can I get a head nod at least? Just give me a head nod. I'm going off of you guys. Ain't nobody else answering in the chat. So I'm going to go, okay. So now what I'm going to do is come over here. You see the little golden person? Yes? No? Maybe so? Keep giving me a head nod. Yep, perfect. Okay, I'm going to click my profile. And then you see where it says regenerate client token? I want everybody to click that when they're going over here. It's going to say copy and paste it into the software. You're going to paste that over here. You see my credit reporting sites. I'm going to click the plus sign. And you're going to paste it right into there. Now, I think I still have it. And then I'm going to paste in the email address. The email address is the username. And I'm going to paste that in username. And click save. No. You don't have to delete it every month. You got to go into the software, update the report. Yeah. No. You don't have to delete the token every month. You don't have to put it in. All you got to do is just update the report and then go out on the home screen. I'll show you in a second. Everybody catch this so far? Everybody understand this? Put a 7 in the chat. I want to see a bunch of 7s. There's 14 people in this room, so I want to see a bunch of 7s. I got 2 people out of 14. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting people. Miss Harris, I appreciate you. Miss Harris, when we're done, we're going to get you. You literally caught us at, like, if I'm saying the explanation where we're at percentage-wise, we in the last 20, 25% of the software. So you actually missed the whole start of class. But I got you. Don't go nowhere. Stay here, okay? Just stay here. I got you. Don't worry about being hella confused. You can ask me a couple questions after class. Just stay. Miss Harris, just stay. I got you. Just stay. I got you. You not don't wait for the next class. I give everybody the sauce at the end of class. Once we're done, everybody got that. You hit save. Now it's going to save the software. It's going to save. It's going to pull it from my free score now. It's going to pull it into the back end. And now the AI system's going to take it. And when it takes it, now it's uploaded. And it's uploaded down here. So it uploaded the report. Now, Eddie, for you, when you're running a new client through and you're doing the monthly refresh, all you're going to do is come here, brother. One click import. You don't have to delete it every time. You just come to one click import again. That's it. Yeah, that's it, bro. No. Once you get the token, now the token just does that. That's the key. All right. All you gotta do is pull the new report here. You have to pull the new report here. Then go exactly. Go pull the new report from My Free Score now. Then come back and fix it. Cool. All right. So now that's done. So now we pulled the report in, guys. We pulled the report in. Our documents are set up correctly. Remember, this comes from the ID or passport. This comes from the social security card. And this comes from your proof of address, which is the bank statement. So set up perfectly. Boom, boom, boom. We have everything set up perfectly. Now that we have that set up perfectly, we have everything that we need to in the documents. We click save. Now it's time to go. Actually create an attack. So we click save. We go down to send rounds of attack, and we're going to the next place. So now, if you've created an attack, you'll have an attack over here. If you haven't done anything, you're going to click go to the attack area. When I click go to the attack area, it's going to come over here. But now, I just want to show you guys a couple of things because some guys don't realize how crazy this software is. You remember when I said the software can generate up to 300 letters? Remember when he said that? Put a yes in the chat if you remember that. Nobody gonna put a yes? Shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna show you anyway. Check this out. There we go. Thank you, Miss Sims. Same credit report I run every time generated 324 letters. The same credit report generated 217 letters. The same credit report generated 199 letters. I want everybody to understand the software is what you tell it to do. I'm going to tell you how to generate these 12 to 15-ish letters. I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm not going to teach you to do the 340 and that. It doesn't mean that it's going to be any more effective or any less effective. What I'm just telling you guys how to do, teaching you guys how to do this is being the best of doing the best. Do the best with what I got to teach you guys how to do this. All right? Now, go to the attack area. How many people want to learn how to read a credit report? Put a me in the chat. I love my wife. Me, perfect. Well, for the people that don't want to know how to read a credit report and just want to have the AI do everything for them, very simple. You click on the client that we just created. You click maximum effective focus. If you don't want to print your letters out, I told everybody over here, I am the printer, so I'm going to do what's right by you. Come over here, click my name, put this code in, TPMPA, right? And now that gives you a discount, right? Can we put that discount code inside of the chat for everybody, TPMPA? Yep. Write that discount code down and click generate the letter. Now, when it generates the letter, put in this document information over here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your information, not your client's information. So, Ms. Sims, you got 3 people that you're doing it for. Always put your information if you're the one that has access to the software. If there's ever a problem with the letter, we're going to get in touch with you to generate that new letter. We're not going to get in touch with the client that doesn't have access to the software. So always understand, guys, if you're doing this, you're doing it for clients, you're doing it for family members, whatever, do not put the family members' information. Put your information, because if there's an error, you did something wrong, I can call you and be like, yo, Miss Sims, just to let you know, I saw that you messed up over here, you did something wrong. First off, do you need a walkthrough and help to go through the software? Yes. Okay. My team offers it for free. Okay. Do you need a walkthrough? Yes? Okay. My team and I can come in and help you with that. Do you need help fixing this? Yes? Okay, we can tell you how to fix it. If you don't need it, I just messed up on a generation, just go back and generate it. Did you waste a GA? Yes. but we caught it before the Bureau caught it and sent you out a stall letter. So we didn't waste 30 days. We wasted time. We wasted money. And I'd rather waste money than time. Who's with me on that one? Right? So we click generate, and now it'll generate the letter. Is that easy for everybody to understand? Put a 9 in the chat if that's easy for everybody to understand. Yo, man, this thing is fucking annoying. Oh, damn. Bunch of 9s. Perfect. Okay. Now, for the people that want to do it themselves, that want to learn how to run the software, read the credit reports, and access the system at its highest capacity, okay, this is how we do that. We click do it yourself. We're going to leave the information the same way, and we're going to click generate. When we click generate, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sims, this is why I told you I'm going to give you a recording. For everybody in here, this is where you're going to need the recording after it's done. You can do this step by step. Just listen along. Tell me if it gets confusing. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to make this very easy. But just tell me if you get lost. First thing, I always make sure I select my client is here. My next thing, I'm going to select my credit report. Me, personally, I have to do this because I have a bunch of credit reports that I pulled in for you guys. Then, after I'm done selecting the credit report, I'm going to select the AI. Ray, let's drop the different AIs for people so they know what they can utilize. So, Mr. Eddie, that's why I said, Eddie, I got you, man. We already have all this shit. It's in the chat. Just save the image that just came up. So, this image right here is going to tell you all the aggressiveness of each of the stuff. So, most aggressive, the MPEP and the MPEC. The PSCA is middle. The SECA is about middle of the pack. PNOM and PALCOMs are the lower level aggression. So if you know that these two are the top aggression, these two are the top dogs, let's use the top dogs. Now, my constituents, the people that I work with, the people that teach in this software, the people that the videos have, what are they all teaching you? MPEP. They're teaching you go with the highest level of attack. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what the difference is about me? I'm not going to teach you everything that everybody else is doing. You know why? That's why everybody's getting stall letters. You know why they're getting stall letters? Because everybody's sending out the same damn letter. So we're not going to send out the same damn letter. We're going to change the letter up. We're going to go over here from MPEP. We're going to go to MPEC. Okay? Once we go to MPEC, we're going to select our round. Ladies and gentlemen, the round is the day that you're in. It doesn't mean the round of generation. It is the day that you're in. If you're in the first 30 days, you're in round 1. If you're in the next 30 days or the 60-day mark, you're in round 2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just add 30 days all the way for 6 to whatever that is. What is that? 6 times 3 is what? 24? No. 240? It's 240 days? Seriously? Why don't I sound right? 30, 60, 90, 180. I was like, yo, bro, that don't sound right. Mm-hmm. On MPEP, on MPEP, on this one. They're on the 8th round on this one. Now, when you're done with this one, you finished 8 rounds, you're going to shut MPEP off and come to MPEC and now run 6 rounds. It's a different, so I want everybody to understand, what I just did was shut one AI off and turn another AI on. And I want everybody to understand that it's a different writer. The AI is a different writer. Every time we shut one off and we turn on another one, it's a different writer that's writing the letter for you. So now, that's why I said, I don't select the MPEP writer because he just told you he went through 8 rounds of MPEP. Why? Because everybody in the software is using MPEP. So, when they switch to MPEC, so I want everybody to say here, ready? If there's 1,000 people in the software, right? 1,000 people, and everybody's using MPEP, do you think that the Bureau is not smart enough to pick up the letters that are coming out from MPEP, even if it's AI written? Yeah. You think it's not smart enough? Okay. So when everybody's going to switch to MPEC, we're moving to MPEP. No. You call an attorney. Yes, Miss Allen. Mm-hmm. 6 rounds. 180 days. Mm-hmm. If you're my score, you're not going MPEP. If you're my score IQ, like us, we go down to the next one, which will be that PSCA. PSCA. So just think about it. My score IQ, because you're one of mine, you're one of my students, right? We don't go my free score now. So my free score now gets the top attack, right? Doesn't make a difference. So now we ixnay MPEP, right? We go MPEC, and then we go down to the next one, which is PSCA, and then we would go to SECA. The difference is between those, and Miss Allen, I'm gonna give you some sauce that I got before. So there's some shit coming, so don't worry about it. Don't get caught up on that one. If it's not done by MPEC, number 6, if it's not done, we're going straight to the our group is going straight to attorneys. Yeah, we continue right to the attorney. We're not going any further. We ain't going any further than that. There is no reason for us that we're not 6 rounds internet, one and done. Yeah, that's it. That's the key. That's just stay there. Stay exactly right in that thing. We're literally right to the attorney. I got 4 attorneys today. Yeah, I told you we got some sauce coming right after class. All right. So keep coming over here. So now, as we go over there, we're going to select round 1 of the MPEC. Now, I want everybody to understand this. You're always going to have, whether it's yourself, be honest with yourself, and be honest with the system. Okay? What do I mean, be honest with yourself? Everybody tries to ball when it goes out to credit repair because they want to get the job done quickly. Credit repair doesn't work like that. Credit repair is a marathon, not a sprint. It is something that takes time. It needs to be done correctly over time. It is not something that you do instantly and it gets done within 30 days. The person who is selling you a 30, 60, 90 day, I'm getting your shit wiped in 30, 60, 90 days is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just straight crap. They're lying to you and they're doing something fraudulent that will come back and bite you in the butt. I'm telling you the truth. I'm literally telling you guys the truth. I lose nothing by telling you that. The reason that I say that is, this is in this spot right here, you need to be truthful with yourself. I would rather you turn around and say, I'm a little strapped for money and I want to do the money, the way that it's strapped for money, than do it out the baller way if I don't have the money to pay for mailing. Because the software could generate 30 letters on a small item that you have to send out each individual letter to the bureau, even if it's by yourself, you have to package, weigh them, and mail them out. Mail with tracking, the ones that I use, are almost $9 a stamp. So I want everybody to understand, if I got to spend, and just to just do this in the thing, just for everybody to do this, I'm going to do the numbers for you, calculator. If I have to do 9, that's not even pages, times 30, it's $270 just to send out, just to put nothing inside of the envelope, just to take the stamp and put it on top of the envelope and send it out. It's $270. So if I'm doing that with you guys and I'm putting that into that frame of mind, right? Be honest with yourself and understand this. There's 2 different attack methods, 2 different attack types. You have the blue attack type and you have the green attack type. The blue attack type is, okay, everything all together. Why do we want to utilize the blue attack type? The blue attack type is for people that are money constrained. Okay? What that does is we put everything in 2 envelopes, 2 to Experian, 2 to Equifax, 2 to TransUnion, and we send it all out. Now, what is the downfall of this attack type? If they stall out the file, they stall out the entirety of the file. That's the downfall, which means this attack type will take longer. But I want you to hear me out on what I am saying. This attack type right here, I would rather you do that and keep attacking until your credit is clean than you go here for 3 months and stop midway through. Does that make sense to everybody? The whole point is to get your credit clean, not to give up in between when you don't know the next month could have gotten you a deletion. I cannot answer you that question. Oh, how do you know when a deletion is going to come? I don't know when a deletion is going to come. The Bureau controls that. But I would rather give you the best chance to get a deletion than you sit in an attack type that doesn't get you a deletion. And you give up before the system even has a chance to turn. Make sense? Okay. So how you set this up, so you don't even have to read the credit report at this point. You check all in blue, you hit 6 over here, and you go default, default, default. Ray, do me a favor. Take a picture for all our lovely people over here. I think, hold on, I'm going to try to get it up just a little more. There we go, I got it. Take a picture for all our lovely people over here. Yes, it's always going to be 6. No. You were ahead of me. You were ahead of me, Eddie. As soon as Ray drops that in the chat, this is for the people who are financially challenged. Yes, that's what. Yeah, I know what you do. I know what you do. I see your letters when they come in. Yo, Kenny, did you just send out your letters? Did you see why I made you buy the 147 package? Because I just got your letters. So I don't print anything until we review it. So I didn't even get into. So I didn't review the letters. Ray, can you review Kenny's letters? That's a weak. I'm gonna let you know that's a weak attack. You don't want to do that weak ass attack. You different. Yeah, that's fine. I got you. You didn't click the do-it-yourself option. You did the AI generated. All right? All right. So now, if we want to put it up and we want to go to the next level, we're going to hit check all in green, and we're going to change that number 6 to unlimited. Why? I need the software to read the credit report. By changing it to unlimited, we're removing any barriers that can happen inside of the software. By removing the barriers, what we do is We say, okay, software, read this credit report with no barriers, set everything at default. God forbid we hit generate. It's still going to generate a bunch of letters, but we know we can remove letters out of it, then do that. Just like you did, Kenny. If there's any barriers that were put on those letters, we're going to know instantly by just looking at the report that came through. But right now, we don't want barriers because we want to read the credit report, right? So now, guys, when we want to read the credit report, the first thing we do is we're going to get to this stage. I hit generate. Now it's going to bring us to this stage. These are the credit reports right here now. Now I want to show you guys something. Ready? I want you to come here. You see this little circle over here? This little circle is going to pop up a bunch of buttons, a bunch of circles. Each of these circles are negative items. Okay? Miss Sims. I'm not asking anybody else but Miss Sims. Miss Sims, in those little circles, if you can see them, tell me which one do you think is positive, a positive account. This is good. This is good. These are good and bad accounts. But if you have to look at these circles, which one do you think is a positive account, and why? I know she's breaking up. I know she's breaking up. Why? Good. I needed to know why. Why green and why not the brown? You broke up on that one. Damn it. I wanted to hear what your thing was. What'd you say? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. How about I give you something simpler? Green means money. Green means money. If we got green on it, we got money. If we don't got no green, we got no money. Every other color is the thing. But you were right, Miss Sims. Green means money. You were 100% right. If we click hide positive items up here, this button right here, if we click that button, all the green is going to disappear. All the green is going to disappear. And because all the... Oh, Malcolm, good question, Malcolm. I didn't see your question. Good question, Malcolm. What happens if you give up for whatever reason and try to come back later? You got to start all the way over from round one. That's the thing, Malcolm. That's why I tell you not to give up, because there's a photo of the guy in the diamond mine. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I spelled Google wrong. This is always my favorite thing. This is what reminds me of this over here. The diamond. Oh, shit. It's the diamond mine meme, right? Where people just right here where they go in, right? And they're right there. And they give up right here. They give up right before they get there. That's the key. You never know with the software where you're going to be at. You don't know where you're going to get to. And because you don't know where you're going to be at or where you're going to get to, what happens is you actually give up before you can get a deletion. And that next month you can get a deletion. And then what happens is it starts flowing a lot easier. But you can't, even when I was in the game, man, sometimes you go 3-4 months without a deletion, 5 months without a deletion, 6 months without a deletion. You don't stop 6 months out of a deletion. You keep going until you get one. Until you get better tools. Okay, that's what I was telling Miss Allen before. When you get better tools, you can go to that next level. Right? Make sense? All right. So now, once we have that, we go over here. Ray, can you drop our little thing? Yes. There you go, big dog. There you go. There you go. I'm going to show everybody how to read the credit report with absolute relative ease right now. I'm going to make your lives easy. Damn, bro, your net is shit in the bed tonight. Your net is sitting shit in the bed tonight, Ray Ray. Come on. Send it to me on Slack. Yeah, send it to me on Slack. I'll upload it for everybody. Damn, man, you really slow. Hold on, let me see if I have it. Oh, okay. So now I have to download it. I have to open containing folder. There you go. It all came in. All right. So everybody, I'm gonna show you this. Ready? I'm gonna take this file that Ray has created, and what we did was, I don't need to save it. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna put it over here on the side of my screen. What I did was, my team and I created the option for you so that we color coordinated everything for you. So now when I come over here, I can actually put the accounts up, and I have the people here. I have the colors. I have the names of their negative items like it was showing in the red, green, and blue section. I have the attack, which we're gonna do in green, and then I have the attacks in red, what we're not going to attack. And then I'm gonna read the credit report, I'm gonna fill everything out, and then I'm gonna get ready for the next piece. So this is how we're gonna do this, ready? I'm gonna literally scroll down. Every single one of these is a negative item. We're gonna try to find out what negative item that is. So I'm gonna click on one. I'm gonna go over. Hi, princess. How was your nap? So I'm gonna click on over here. I'm gonna click on box -1. I'm gonna go up because when you scroll over it, it gives the purple. So I'm gonna find purple. Here's purple. Here's purple. It says personal information. Well, let's come over here and read type of reported issue. It says personal information identifier. Guess what? It matches perfectly. I'm gonna come over here. Come here, baby girl. Give daddy a kiss. Come here. Give daddy a kiss. Give me a second, guys. My daughter just woke up. Come. You couldn't give me the baby? She was gonna run. Okay, forget that. Hi, baby girl. Yeah, that's cacas. So I'm gonna do that. Once I get this rocking, I'm getting done over here. I have one. I saw that everything matches. I put attack. So now I'm gonna go to the next thing. I'm gonna click number 2. Well, what's number 2? I'm just literally gonna follow the same pattern. 2 is a brown. I'm gonna look for brown. Here's brown. I see that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some of these we don't have because we haven't seen them in the software. So we don't have the colors for them. So if you have any of these colors, you see any of these in your negative items, please let us know. Send us a screenshot of the color, and we'll add it to the software. We'll add it to this piece for you. So we see that this is a brown. IQ is a brown. I come over here. I see it's inquiries. I'll look for all inquiries, and I'll put a check mark. Well, guess what? I don't see a public record yet, so public record's not here. I'm just going to let you guys know this all goes in order. So at the end of the day, if you don't see a public record before inquiries, it's not there. So we did that. Now, everything that's brown is we already got a check mark for. So we don't have to read what these are because these are all bad inquiries. Now, if there's another color that's a lighter green or something like that, that may be a best inquiry, but it still falls under an inquiry. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm not going to get you guys crazy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 25. I'm going to do the same thing, right? 25 is red. I'm going to come over here. Where's the red? AOCC, all other charge off and collections. Well, that's what that negative item is. I'm going to come type of reported issue. Guess what? It says charge off. Wait, hold on. Wait, that don't make sense, Ali. Isn't it supposed to say all other charge off and collection and everything else matches? You would be 100% right. But let's do this in another way. Ready? The other way is simple. Is this a student loan charge off? Does it say student loan? No. Because student loan charge off is right here. So it's not a student loan. Is it a medical charge off or collection? No, because medical charge off is over here. So it says charge off information. So the software designers, and I'm not one of them, forgot to put all other in front of this. I cannot do nothing about that. So we built the system for you to match the color. It matches perfect. Come over here, make that check mark over here, and put AOCC. Now, I'll finish that. I got another 26 is red. We already checked it off. Now we're going on to 27. Now, here's the difference. 27 is not the color that it's supposed to be. And the reason that it's not the color that it's supposed to be is because it's the last one. So 27 is telling you that this is the last one. And for this particular software, it is 27 is orange because that's what they utilize, and they're showing you that. When I click 27, all other delinquency lates 1 to 2 shows up, type of reported issue, all other delinquency lates. I'll just literally go over, look for all other delinquency. This is derogatory, all other delinquencies right here. I'll select that. Now, if we're in another software, another credit report where we see AODL in that purple, we would. So if we see that in that purple, we know that we're perfect, and we do that. Now watch, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just literally, the credit report's red. I'm just gonna fill in the check marks. We're done. Yes, it is that easy. Yes, it's not that hard. Did you really read a credit report that quickly? Yes, you did. Is the system create the perfect attack letter for you every single time? It does. Is it that simple? Yes. Did everybody sell you this crap that it's going to be super hard? Yes. To fix your credit for yourself and to fix your credit for your friends, it is not as hard as you really think it is. Make sense, guys? Does that make sense to everybody? Now watch. I'll come back to the software. I'm going to scroll down from 27. I'm going to make sure that the images I uploaded are here. They are. I'm going to come over here to top. I'm going to hit top. I'm going to go client information. I'm going to look at my client's info. I'll see that my client info is perfect. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, I just showed you 2 redundancies. If you send me a letter for me to print it out and you did something wrong and I showed you what not to do wrong, I send it back to you and say, go spend another GA and fix it, because I told you everything to do to double check it to make sure it was perfect before it came to me. Now, are we human and make mistakes? Absolutely. But at the same time, if you follow the redundancies like I told you, you should never waste a GA. Now, stuff happens. I know. But that's what we're there for. We're there to catch it so you guys don't have to send it out and waste 30 days. So now once I finish that, I'll go back to the AI. I say, okay, shut it off and turn back on. I need to select everything properly now. I click the same 30 days that I'm in, and now watch. I take that screen that we have, and I just match this screen with this one. So what I do, the first thing is I check all in red. I make everything check in red. I come back. Oops. I come back. And now I just check. Well, personal information is the first one. Okay, public records off. It's red. Inquiries. Now I got 1, 2. I got two open boxes that are checked. Now I got to go to the third one, AOCC, or all of the charge off. I click that, and we're good. And then I come over here, and I count. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess what? It's at the bottom and matches up perfectly. Now the systems match perfectly. I gave you the cheat sheet for this software. I've been utilizing this cheat sheet for 3 years. I developed it on a piece of paper, and then we made it as a cheat sheet for the software. Now, ladies and gents, I'm gonna make your life easy. Count how many green check boxes there are. Not the ones that are checked. All right, everybody got it? Somebody want to put it in the chat? 4, perfect. How many credit bureaus are there? Perfect. 4 times 3 is 12. We're going to put that in the first box. Okay, there's no 12. We round up. And then we do default, default, default. Does everybody understand that? Put a yes in the chat if we understand that. Now. Well, we hit next. Yes. We hit next. Then I make sure all 3 bureaus are selected. And then I hit generate. Yes. And that's it. Now, let me show you guys what the letters look like. I generate. I have the 300 letters up. So I'm just showing you guys this is what the letter looks like. It's written every time. And this is what it looks like, guys. Every single time. Now, I tell everybody not to leave. I tell everybody always stay until the end. Ray, drop the link for YouTube so they can watch the YouTube channel. Did anybody comment on the YouTube video? Let's see. One person's watching. Cool. All right. So that's everybody. Get that YouTube, like and subscribe, please. I appreciate it. That'll have all the classes and everything that you guys need inside over there. But now it's open. I'm done over here. I'm done. The class itself for credit repair is completed, which means I've gone over the credit repair stuff. But now you guys can ask any questions about the software, credit repair in general, anything that you need. I'll allow you guys to answer questions. And then once we're done and we get to a point where nobody's asking anything, that's when we'll end it. But I am done answering anything with the credit repair stuff. Make sure you guys join Tuesday and Thursdays. Ray, drop the attendance link if you guys want to be reminded directly from my team to join up with us. If you want any help from us, I'm going to give 2 things. Who wants extra help? Who needs somebody to help them generate their letters? Put a me in the chat. Okay. All right. So this is what I want you guys to do. Do me a favor. I'm going to give you guys a phone number. 914-25. There we go. It's in the chat. I want you to text help to that phone number. Okay? I want you to text help to that phone number. When you text help to that phone number, somebody from my team tomorrow, I have everybody's out tonight. Somebody from my team tomorrow will reach out to you with a calendar link to schedule a calendar appointment to get a walkthrough. I will give you guys a free walkthrough through the software. We may do a class, we may do whatever, we'll set it up, but we'll do a free one-on-one. We'll actually help you generate your own letters. All right? So just text that phone number, text help, and we'll get you some help. Questions, ladies and gentlemen. How many people got Facebook? Put me in the chat if you got Facebook. All right. I want everybody to do me a favor tonight. Go to your Metro 2 software or go to this link over here. I'm going to share it with you guys. If you guys aren't a part of this group, go over here and become a part of this group. And then I want you to write in the group how great class was tonight and why people should join up on Tuesday and Wednesday classes. Reason I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some life out of this group and start to get people back engaged and joining in classes. We want the classes more popping. We want people showing up to classes. Can I buy the Metro 2 kit from you? What do you mean, Dre? Like, do you want my software? You want to buy my version of the software? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Why is it so big like that? Okay, here you go. Ray, how do I forgot how to do this? Ray, send him the link to come in our software. That's new. I never saw that. That's actually really new. Commission overview. There you go. And then go to register over there, and you can register with us. I would tell you not to leave, but if you want to register with us, you're more than welcome to. My team, I do things a little differently. If you register in our software, you guys get help from our team. I'm not telling you to leave any of your other softwares. Please stay where you're at. But if you get to a point where you don't like what you're doing with, or you need extra help and you feel that you need extra help, you're more than welcome to come to us. I'm not going to sit here and tell you no. I would prefer you stay in the software. I would prefer you stay utilizing the software. It does work. But I know a lot of these other guys, they're doing it as a secondary business, where this is my primary business. With the printing, this is the primary business that we handle. We handle all the people inside of the software, so you guys are more than welcome to come. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, shoo you guys away. I know a lot of people leave because they're the people that they're working with, their mentors, and they just have it as a secondary offer. This is one of my actual offers. So I'm ready to help anybody that needs to be helped. So you guys are more than welcome. GAs do not transfer from one software to another. I'm just letting everybody know. So if you guys are looking to register, that's not going to happen. So if you, wherever you are, utilize what it is. If you want to come over, you're more than welcome to. I just want you guys to be able to stay inside the software, kick ass, take names, do what you need to, and really get the results that you want. That's the key. The key is making sure you get your credit repair and get your credit repair done correctly. Make sense? Questions. No problem. No problem, guys. Yes, Miss Allen. So what happened is I got into one of the heaviest hitters in the industry messaged me. They saw the software and they loved it. And I have a screenshot. I'll show you. I'll show it to you. They love the software. They love what we were doing and everything. And they're like, "Well, do you guys have an attorney?" I was like, "What are you talking about? Do we have an attorney?" I was like, "No, we don't have an attorney." He goes, "Okay, well, let's get you an attorney." And the guy comes on. He puts us in with four of the biggest attorneys in the United States suing for consumer rights, and they're going crazy right now. So it's actually really cool. We're going to be adding it into the software over time. So that's just, it's coming. Like I said, guys, I'm always working in the background. People are meeting with me. They want to meet with us, and it's nice the way that we're handling it, Miss Allen. So they're coming. We still have the other attorney. I know a lot of people don't like the other attorney. We go from there. Guys, I wanted to say this to you guys that are still in here. If you print with me, you become a part of my community. What does that mean? If you guys are working with us, I have my own separate community from any of the software stuff that I give you guys certain things. I give you guys certain, not discounts, what other people would upsell you, I give away for free. All you guys have to do is print once and we go in from there. I give you guys a lot of good details and a lot of good stuff. So go in there. If you guys do come in and print, we definitely want to help you out. And get you guys to where you want to go. Like our goal is really to get to that next level, get you guys to that next level, get you guys to actually win and succeed. Some people say, "Oh, well, people just say that." No, I'm not one of those people. I've been in this software for 3 years, and the reason that I'm told that I am the best in this software for printing is because people keep coming back month after month. We've saved more people from leaving this software and actually getting deletions than anybody else. I could charge you next to nothing and not care about you in any which way, shape, or form. Just take your money and let you go off to it and just wait for the next person to come in and replace you. I don't come in and replace you. I teach these classes. I don't have to teach these classes. I teach these classes because I want to. I want you guys to get real value from a veteran in the industry, and I want you guys to actually see what's going on. If I were to show you guys the amount of deletions that we have overall as a community, we have more deletions than a lot of other people have. As a community, we have a shit ton of deletions. But it comes with the price of staying locked in. It comes with the price of showing up to the classes. Miss Allen shows up to class. I think she's been here to something like 48 classes. Just soaking up the knowledge, soaking up what I'm saying. And she waits for the after class because this is where I really drop the gems and the knowledge. Now, my business partner always says, closed mouths don't get fed. So when I ask if you got questions, always ask questions. I'm asking you that for a reason. A lot of people over here, a lot of people over here, you guys don't know what you're doing. Well, I don't know what question to ask. Ask any question. It could lead into another. Every single one of you. Go for it, Eddie. No, you just gotta click. You just gotta click generate. You're good. You already passed the. You already passed the next. Yep, you're done. Just click next. You're good. You're good. You're good. You don't need to press. There you go. You're good. That's it. Now you're generating. You finished. No problem, brother. When you get to that screen, that's the generation screen with the red, green, and blue boxes. That's where the next button is. You already skipped the next button. You went over it. You got to go back. You got to go back. But to go back, you have to shut off the AI and go back and restart the whole process again. You didn't start it. You left everything in blue, didn't you? Okay. Well, it's not a bad letter to send out. It just what. Yeah, that's fine. Well, wait. Let it generate. Let it finish, and then go from there. Yes. That's the guys. Just whatever question you got, whatever thing you need, just ask it. These classes go. My classes go longer than everybody else's class, because at the end of the day, what did I just say to you guys? I only get paid if you print. So if you guys don't print with me, I don't get paid. So I will stay the extra time to make sure I win your business over. Any other questions? I don't pay her to say any of that. I'm just letting everybody know. I don't pay her any of that. I don't. She did that wholeheartedly. Thank you, Miss Allen. I appreciate that. I don't pay her at all to say that. She's saying that truthfully. She has been locked in from January. I find it very weird when she doesn't show up. I'm like, yo, where were you? I was out of town. Like, I know the people. you'll know I know you if I see you. I see people all the time, like, and I take a notice of who's in the class. I take a notice of who's new, who keeps showing up. If I've seen you before, if I haven't seen you before, because the key is I know who's going to win. Like Mr. Ronald, he's late, but he's here. Ronald, let me ask you a question. Do you watch on YouTube and wait for me to finish class and then join? Or you just got off work? I'm like, there's another one I know. Like, legitimately, we wait until, like, I run the class and I don't shut the room. You guys can join. You guys can leave. I don't shut the room. If you guys get in and you wait for... So here's the thing. If you ever wait in a waiting room to come into this room, that means class is over. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're ever waiting for me, I'm not the other teacher. The door is always open to get in. I don't shut the door and I don't close the class. And we're live. Like, legitimately, I think we're still live, right? Ray, are we still live? Okay. And we're live. So all the Q&A things, everything that happens at the end, we're always live. So just to give everybody that thing. So I'll leave it to you guys. I get a couple more questions in. If anybody wants to ask any questions. Let me ask this. Who's starting a business? Put a 1 in the chat if you're starting a business. Put a 2 in the chat if you're doing this just to get your credit repaired. I want to see how many people are. Ronald, okay. Both. Miss Allen. I'm trying to get a feel for the room. Okay, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay. All right, I'm gonna drop a gem on your ass. I'm waiting. And I think there's some ghostly people that are in here. There we go. I think there's some ghostly people in here that are just here, but then I was okay. So let's do this. For the people that are in here that want to start a business, but are fixing their own credit, I know you guys are gonna say this in your head. You ready for this? I'm going to do my credit first before I do anybody else's credit. Beautiful, Miss Sims. That's good. That's great. I'm going to do my credit first before I help anybody else do their credit, right? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you right now. Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is where your thought process is highly flawed. And here's why. You remember what I said at the beginning of class? Everybody's credit is different. Everybody's situation is different too. I know that was your thought. I know that was your thought. What happens is I want to explain something to somebody. I'll say to you guys. If my credit is recent, right? I got a collection in the past 2 years. I got a late payment in the past 2 years. I've gotten, charge-offs in the last 3 years, whatever. Just going off, just throwing out things, right? And then I got a family member that's got a late payment that's 10 years old. I got a family member that's got a collection charge-off that's 10 years old, 7 years old, past the statute of limitations, but it's still on the credit report because it's still reporting. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that their credit report is going to get fixed quicker than yours? Absolutely. Do not stop yourself from fixing another person's credit, okay? Because you're scared. Get started. Just don't charge them normal people amount. So I'll tell you exactly what I do. You write this down on a piece of paper. It's called document preparation. Okay? It's actually what an attorney does. They prepare the documents. Okay? I'm going to do document preparation for you. I'm going to charge you $50 for it. A GA costs $40. I'm going to charge you $50. I'm going to make $10. Okay? Now, what do? There is printing costs that are involved, but I am not printing. I will send it to a third-party printer, and you must print through the third-party printer. It is who my software utilizes to print. Doesn't matter what the price is. I can't give you that price until I generate the letters. Do you have a rough estimate? No, because I don't have your credit report in front of me, and I don't know what it is. That's why we send it to the third party, because we know exactly what it is. Because let's be real, a lot of people aren't going to trust you right off the bat. But I will prepare your documents, okay? And I'm going to get ready. Well, I want to send them out myself. No, you're not going to send them out yourself. Because if you did things in a timely fashion the way that they were supposed to be done, we wouldn't be having this call right now or this predicament. We would actually be having good credit, because that means you paid all your bills on time, which we know you don't. So let's move forward from here, okay? So what we do is charge them $50, take that $50 via Zelle, Cash App, however you want to take it. Then you generate the letter in the software. I send you the invoice, you send it off to the person. I'll do the printing for you. I'll handle all that stuff. And now you know what's going to go out. When it reaches, you go from there. Now, your client, whoever it is, information is out. If they get a deletion before you get a deletion, you now have proof of concept. Means the business works. And how much did you really charge the client? How much did you make off of that client? Yes, Miss Sims, I saw your mouth moving. $10. I saw your mouth moving, sweetheart. That's why I asked for the cameras on. $10. But let me tell you something that nobody took. Say you have 10 people you're working with at $50, right? Let's pull up the software. At $50, let me pull up the software, I'm sorry. At $50, let's pull up the camera too, on that camera calculator. Where is calculator? Times 10 people, that's $500. Well, what package do we have to buy to get 10 people in the software? Well, let's go over here. We know we're going to need a couple extra. So let's go to subscription. I need to do a package for 10 people. Well, 17 is going to fit. It's not double, but it will work. Okay? So we made $500. We got to minus the $297, minus $297. We just made $203, and we worked on 10 people. We worked on 10 people. Now, out of those 10 people, how many of those 10 people do you think are going to get deletions in the first month? 0. But what happens if one person does? Well, that's 10%. What happens if 2 people do? That's 20%. But the other 80% still didn't get around. So we got to go to the next round and the next round. And people are going to start getting deletions at all different times. And as they keep getting deletions on all the different times, guess what happens? Guess what happens? You have proof of concept. That's the game. That's how the game works. Now, where's the key? You get to the point where you're doing 100 people, you're doing 30 people, you're winning. The 30 people, that's 15 people, right? Oh, I just did something stupid. That's 15 people. That's 15 people times $50. $750. You make $350. You make $350 every single month by doing those people and just charging them $50. I'm not paying for printing. Printing is not a part of my cost. That's just charging them $10 over, guys, to just prepare their documents. I'm going to give you a copy of your documents, but you cannot print and mail your documents until we send it out. I will give you a copy as soon as the stuff is sent out. Done. That make sense? Don't waste your time waiting for yourself to get deletions. Go out and start to find deletions. It took me a very, very long time to understand that process. And guess what? Once I learned that process, I scaled my credit repair business from 5 clients to 50 clients in less than 2 weeks. You know why? I didn't stop looking for clients. Hey, Ali, I can only afford $40. Perfect. Come on in. Hey, Ali, I can afford 70. Come on in. Ali, I want you to do me and my wife. Come on in. Why? Because what happens is then I start posting the wins. You start posting the wins, start posting the wins, start posting the wins. Then you build momentum. Then that's how you scale your credit repair business. 50 turns into 100. 100 turns into 200. 200 turns into 800. 800 turns into the $1,600. You're a millionaire in the credit repair business. Is it really that easy? Yes. Because what happens is you stop focusing on the business and you start focusing on the systems and the marketing. And then you build up off of that. You start focusing on your talent. Miss Allen told you that. Miss Allen told you, I have my own system. Yes, this is that. She wasn't talking about FICO Forward. She was talking about this one. I built my own system. I built my own software, but I built my own software for different things, for funding. So now what I did was, when I scaled, I stopped scaling after 100 clients. A lot of my clients, once I was finishing, because I was finishing quickly, I had nowhere else to put them. So then I went into funding. This was 7 years ago. So when I went into funding, I built out my own funding software. So now I have my funding software. So when a client looks like this, right? Instead of sending them to credit repair, now I send them to funding. Now I double dip on my client, I make two. And now it shows me the credit cards when we're ready. Hold on, this one's not working. Same thing. Same client. And now I can go get them funding. That's how you do that. But now you get your levels of what you're doing. And that's the key of what I try to show everybody. I try to explain that to everybody. I was like, your credit is one piece of the scale of the puzzle. You have to know what you're doing inside of it to be able to do that. That's the key. Make sense? Ms. Sims, you start with your family, right? You're going to be like, this is not so hard. Let me go to my church group. You get 10 girls out of the church group. Then those 10 girls got big mouths. You know that was going to happen. Then Ms. Sims got 50 people that she's working on credit for, and she's like, how the hell did I just start this? Because that's how it happens. I want to let everybody know something in here. When I was talking to some of those heavy hitters today in the industry, we all said one thing. We don't like making money on credit repair. We don't. That's why I got out of the game. I don't want to charge people for credit repair. Printing's a different story. I ain't hating. I'm Staples at this point. I got paper, I got ink, I got a printer, I'm a folder. Put it in the envelope, ship it out. That's logistics. That's a whole different game. Why I gotta let somebody else like Staples take that job? I can do that all day long. But I don't care what's on the letter, nothing. I'll look and help you out, but it's not me. I'm not gonna go generate the letter for you. But what I try to do is, I try to tell everybody over here is, the sentiment of what it is and how we work through systems is exactly what we just said. Teach you how to be the person, go out and do it, and close those deals. And watch those deletions come. And they will come. And they will come quickly. They will come quickly. But you got to understand the game and how the game works. If you're doing the same thing as everybody else, let me ask this. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And guess what? That definition of insanity, some people will call consistency. Because eventually, in this game, tomorrow can be the day you get a deletion. Now, I'm a little different. I figure out everything. I see where it's going. And then I create multiple methods. But you have to get good at one method to be able to have multiple methods. Make sense? For all those that need printing, for all those that need help, again, I'm gonna put the phone number in the chat. Ray, drop the phone number in the chat. If you guys need help, just type in help. I'm thinking about creating an outsourcing company. Me doing the work for people. Getting into the credit repair game, but not getting into the credit repair game. But I'm thinking about doing that. So get locked in. You guys will see what we're doing. Does anybody else need any help? Somebody joined. Somebody left and joined. Sick. I sell trade lines, coach. I don't know if that's a good with you. What type of quote? Eddie, text me. Text me. Text the phone number. Text the phone number. We'll get together tomorrow. Text me tomorrow. We talk. I just saw that. Ray, put that on my task list for tomorrow. I'm gonna get in touch with Eddie tomorrow. Ronald's like, my phone number. I gatekeep, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean by gatekeep? I test first, then give. I test first. We don't do that. I gatekeep to the hardest point when it comes to putting the shit out in the community until I get it out. Once I see that trade line hit, watch, Eddie. Woo! We'll grow that real quick. Anybody know marketing? Seriously. Anybody know how to market? Bruh, AI ain't doing the right thing. So the reason I'll say that is the people that want to start businesses, you got to know how to market. What does that mean? At least get yourself out there. You're going to hit a dead end like everybody else the minute you don't know. Well, I ain't got no clients, so I'm going to shut down. That's the key. That's the key. You got to know how to get the clients through the door. You got to know how to get the clients through the door. When you got the clients through the door, your whole life changes. Your whole life changes. I seen when I got started, guys. I'll give you a little tidbit, just little small one. When I got started, I remember the first month we made $10,000 in the credit repair business. I felt bigger than the world, right? Then I remember when we crossed 50,000. I was like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? I was like, what just happened? And yo, Dre, hit me up. Yes, send that information. When we hit 50,000, game changed. Game changed. Then we hit 100K. Then we hit 250,000. Then we hit $500,000. Guys, when you see that much money, it's life changing. Forget about the material. Forget about the material. I'm gonna explain how life changing it is to people that will maybe never touch that. You ready for this? You ready for this life changing? I'm gonna explain to you why I keep chasing it again. Ready? Think about the worst day that you've ever had. The worst day, besides losing somebody. The worst day that you have ever had. Car broke down, tires exploded, you were late to work, flight got canceled, hotel overbooked, you're the one that's shit out of luck. You went to the rental car, they didn't have the car for you. These are bad days, right? Everybody can agree with these are all bad days, right? Okay. I'm gonna give you a bad day. You can't walk into the grocery store to buy food for yourself and you hungry, your stomach's rumbling because you ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. You just got off of an 18-hour shift and don't get paid until Friday and it's Tuesday. That's a bad day. How many people say that's a bad day? Put me in the chat if you with me, believing that's a bad day. Some people are like, damn man, that's a bad day, right? You're waiting for your term to come so that you can get, you're waiting for your time so you can literally, realistically, truthfully, so you can get your money so you can just make it until the next check, right? Go from that and a week and a half later, right? Have 50 clients, make $10,000. Make $10,000. And now you can go to the gas station and just fill up the tank. You can go to the food store and the rumbling stops. You can go to the landlord and pay your bill. And you don't have to worry about it. People talk about the cars, the jewelry, the clothing, all that stuff, right? There you go, Miss Allen. That's a really freaking bad day, right? And now you don't have those bad days. Money is a tool to not have a bad day. It's a tool to not have a bad day. Now, you always gonna have there's other reasons you can have a bad day, but I can solve my bad day with said tool. Here's how I solve my bad day with said tool. My tire breaks, I get a new tire. That's all money did. Got me a new tire. Not having a bad day anymore. You know what? I needed a new tire. It is what it is. Car broke down, I need a new alternator. Money solved the issue, I get the alternator. That's it, it's done. Or I got a warranty because I was able to put the extra money and buy the warranty. So I don't even need to worry about that. And they covered the tow. See what I'm saying? It stops the bad days from happening because you're able to put that little extra. I never want to go through those bad days. I'm going through some bad days myself right now. I'm letting you guys know. And every single bad day that I had, I swear to God, an extra five G's could have helped. Extra 5 G's could have helped. They're like, well, Ali, why can't you make those extra 5 G's? I need a marketing company. That's what I need. That's why every class I go into, I always ask, does somebody have a marketing company that knows what the heck they're doing? Because if they do, that's great. I would love it. I would love it. Because I know what's holding me back now is marketing. If I can hit that marketing, game over. Game over. For every single person in this room, if you learn what holds you back, you'll be able to succeed. Your credit's holding you back, let's fix your credit. That's Malcolm, that question that you asked, we don't want to stop because that's holding me back from success. Malcolm, let me ask you a question. I want you to really think about this. How much is bad credit costing you a day? Eddie, not you, bruh. Put it in the chat. How much is bad credit costing you a day? I don't think Malcolm was ready for me. Tees and hats. Somebody put it in the chat. How much is bad credit costing you a day? Miss Allen, you always do me bad. You always do me dirty. Yes, high interest rates, high insurance premiums, costing me about $3,000 a month. Thank you, Ron. It's costing you $3,000 a month. You know how much bad credit's costing me? You know how much bad credit's costing me? Well, it's not bad credit, but close to bad credit. You know how much bad credit's cost me? $1.7 fucking million. $1.7 million. That's what I gotta pay. That's what I gotta pay in the APR for my house. That's what I gotta pay back to the bank. I'm doing a 30-year fix at 8%. Okay? 30-year fix at 8% is costing me $1.7 million. Credit cards, all that stuff. So, guys, in the game, what we just said, with the conversation that we just had, okay? How much does this cost you? I know how much it's costing me. Who's got a car in here? Who wants a car? Put me if you want a new car. Nobody wants a new car? Check this out. Yeah, thank you, Ronald. Ready? I saw 19.5 the other day. Cash incentive, 0. 0 down payment. Trading value, 0. Include taxes and fees on the loan. Ready? On a freaking $50,000 car, you're going to pay $32,000 back. Ready, guys? 7% interest when your credit's over 720. You see this right here? 32,000. Ready? Watch this number right here. We're going to do the same thing. I'm not changing anything else. I'm going to change this number right here. Ready? Bad credit's costing you $22,000 just on your car loan. Do we want to give up? No, because it just costed me $22,000 on a car note. All your credit cards, all your high credit cards right now. Ready for this, guys? All your credit cards right now. Promise you. Ready? All your credit cards, at least 33%. You know what's going to happen when that interest hits? Bend over. Parry whatever you want, bro. Charge them to, yes, I got to do 3 rounds, pay me for 3 rounds up front. But if you take a bigger payment from them, they may be a little less hesitant. But it is what it is. Try it. Nothing hurts. Try it. You know what the only thing that hurts? Not trying. Make sense? Okay, guys. Y'all got awfully quiet. I want to end I got you, Ron. I know. I say it got awfully quiet. Nobody talking to me. I'm hungry. Unless somebody gonna come to New York and bring me a plate of food. I want to get off. I am hungry. So, how many people? Does anybody need anything or have any questions for me? Okay, so John is not in. Yeah, John's not in. So what you're gonna do is, um, take that phone number in. Ray's working on a calendar. You guys will be able to schedule the calendar. You work directly with me and Ray. So the both of us will be handling walkthroughs. For the time being, we'll probably go off one by one as we teach people how to get that, and we'll go from there. All right. And we got you. All right. All right. All right, guys. Does anybody else need anything? I can't wait. I can't wait to see how many people are going to sign up on the calendar. I am going to do something soon. I'm thinking about implementing this. I'm going to charge $25 for people to come in on the calendar. But what I'm going to do is, because I have people, they book an appointment, but they never show up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to charge $25. But if you guys print with us, I'm just going to roll that $25 over into printing so you never have to pay. So it'll just roll over and come off the top. Be a discount, $25 discount right off the top. So it's not like you're double paying. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to maybe start that in June. So I'll do that. I used to do it a long time ago. It worked for a little while, but then Dion told me to shut that off because he didn't like me making extra money on the clients, and I completely agreed with it. But right now, just this week alone, I had like 5 people not show up after they said they were going to show. So you got a little skin in the game. People tend to show up. I would rather somebody show up and tell me, hey, no, I'm not printing with you. That's okay. No problem. But we go from there. Cool? All right. Does anybody need anything? Eddie, I'll check your Eddie, you sending me your letters? Oh, you bitch ass. You got nothing better to do? I got you, bro. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Your brother, I got you. I got you. Send them over. We'll figure it out. All right? All right. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys. Bye-bye.